'96, I did an in-store Fifth Element with a little brother in Dilated Peoples, and in the hallway I bumped into Slug, and I took a photo with him. I actually asked him, let's take a photo together. And I put that photo on MySpace, and that one photo caused more fucking ruckus than every single photo I had put together. Like, it just flooded with comments for some reason. And so I had known about Atmosphere, but I hadn't really done my homework. I was more one of the people like who says, oh, Atmosphere, definitely, that's dope, you know, like I respect that, or oh yeah, that's incredible, but I hadn't actually done my homework. I knew trying to find a balance. I knew certain songs, but I didn't know necessarily the catalog like the fans do. And after that photo, I started doing my homework, you know, and so you call me a late listener, you know, but I mean, I've known about Atmosphere because I've been immersed in the underground hip-hop scene for as long as I can remember. So, I mean, of course I've known them, but to actually do the homework and take time and really study a rap or study a group, it takes time, you know, and at that point I started doing it. About a year later, I started making my solo album, my first solo album. I got off Capitol, and I just cold called Slug out of nowhere, and I was just like, yo, you want to do a song with me? He said, what's it called? And I said, Line of Scrimmage, and I said, I'd be interested in putting you over an Alchemist beat and just doing something that no one had ever heard before, make it dynamic, so to speak. And I did that record, and once again, it just, a lot of comments on YouTube and whatnot, people just really started taking interest to it. So doing Soundset 08 and just this natural progression of starting to hang out with Sean, I really felt like, you know what, it's been a couple of years since we've been developing this relationship. Maybe this is a place to go, because I obviously respected the label and the work ethic and the grind of it, and just the family camaraderie that they hold. So when I finally you know, brought up the idea, it was like, oh, that could be interesting. And we kept pushing it along, and it was funny. What's happened is I put out the Layover EP in the meantime after the Weatherman, and after I put that out, I started flooding the internet with a lot of videos and started really touring heavy, and I did, you know, close to 150 shows in 2007 and then matched it in 2008. And I started to get a lot of independent labels calling me to do a deal, which I was blessed for, because I had done a one-off with ABB and a one-off with Decon, which made me a free agent. And so I called Sadiq and I called Slug, and I was like, listen, I know that we have a good vibe, but literally, like, if we're going to do something, it's got to be now or never, because I want to do this with y'all, but, you know, time is time. People are passing on, life goes on. You don't have time to wait in this lifetime, you know? And they were like, you know what, actually, we've been watching, and 2010 is actually really good, but if we're going to do a deal with you, we don't want to make it a one-off like everyone else, because we're going to invest the time. We want to really make sure that you know, we can get the most out of it by a long build, because that's how what Rhymesayes is built on. It's a long build. It's not, nothing is overnight over there, you know. And all the artists have that work ethic, and that's what makes them successful. And I fit right into that because I love being on stage. I love being in the studio. It's just music is my number one. So
push them up. I gotta find my mind, so I won't with no winning go. I'm on my own, quick before my brain explodes. I'll be back, but for now, who knows? Yeah, stay low, late night, I don't doze. A different day comes, another one goes. I ain't searching for help. Push them up, come on, go.
We did the deal, and I put out the buzz on the internet, and it's just been flooding. And I'm on tour with Ali now, and you know, the funny thing is, I'm not really here to change my sound or stop working with Alchemist and just go, you know, and just change my whole thing or just change my rap topics because I'm on Rhymesayes. I'm really going to do me 100%. I think that's what they want me to bring to the table with me, and I think it's a perfect fit, and I'm just overly excited, as you can tell by my statement. He actually hit me with a text not too long ago and said, I'm really happy for you right now, bro, quote unquote, bro. So that was big because, you know, we all know what happened over there, and Defari is a person who doesn't hold anything back, and that's one thing I love about him, is he will tell you how he feels. Undercover racism is whack to me. If you're a racist person, you should just speak up and let people know how you feel and stand out there and stand by your words. I don't like anything undercover in this life. And the fact that Defari spoke his mind was his option as a man. But Dilated did come right out after that and say, you know what, that's how he feels, but that's not how we feel, because we've done shows with idea and abilities. And Fifth Element has always welcomed Dilated Peoples. And when you see Slug typing on his computer, there's a big Dilated sticker on it. You know, and it's just like, I really respected that, but at the same time, people can say what they want to say. And since then, Defari has done an in-store with Fifth Element, hugged Slug, made up with a lot of people. I don't think he necessarily knew what he was talking about as far as in depth. I think he was making a general blanket statement and didn't realize it affected so many people. So time moves on. We've all had beef and we've all done stuff. The part about being human and being a man is understanding where things were missaid and correcting your rights, correcting your wrongs and making them right. As humans, we fuck up, and I'm not speaking on Defari now. I'm not worrying about what he did. I'm just saying, me as a person, I know certain things I've done in my life that I'm not 100% proud of. But once you realize that you've done wrong and you do your best to make it right, that's the most noble thing you can do as a human. So it's all about growth, man. Yeah, he's just a big inspiration to me. He's one of my best friends, if not my best friend. But when I get in the studio with him, I forget that it's Alan that I'm hanging out with, and I really give him the respect of Alchemist because his accomplishments are so great. When he told us, you know, I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to do this, and we all kind of believed him. And then 2-3 years later, he's working with Nas and Mob and Lax and everybody. He told us the dreams he aspired to do, he achieved. We couldn't be more proud. And he's one of the very few humans on this earth who is younger than me that I really, really look up to. Well, Alchemist smokes more because he rolls joints. I'm only at the bar. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what's up.
Yeah, so like, he'll run through a bag quicker. And, you know, Alchemist is like the community bag. When he buys it, he puts it on the table and everyone is so. When the time is right, there's so much creative energy going on right now, so much happening that I don't want to just put it out to meet a date and then it doesn't live up to expectations.
Right.
Cats and Dogs is slated for May right now in Rhymesayes, which is big. If I can make that date, May 11th or May 18th, that would be huge. Rakka is working on Crown of Thorns. It's almost done. It's coming out end of February on Decon, which is major. I'm like kind of co-executive producing the album.
Dope.
I'm producing it, Alchemist, Babu, Beat Miners, LP. Yeah.